In this episode, we meet an intermittent actuator of time, aka a butterfly.
A mere flit of his wings can cause unpredictable changes. Whether they're good or bad is on your shoulders.
So roll up your towel into a pillow, lean back, and
Prepare to learn what happens when butterflies get wasted, make eggs, and leave them wherever they want.
Shut up and sit down.
welcome back to Hitchhikers and Appetizers, coming to you from Booth 42 at Millyways. I am your host, Trellis Gardeen. You wish you could have me for your reflection in your mirror, because you would look so much better if it was. And in fact, actually, I have recently been working on some of the techniques brought to us from Bart Ham's acting instructor, Chris Alvarado.
Oh, yes.
In mirroring, and for a little extra cost, I will come and mirror you wherever you are live, so that you can just always be quote unquote looking at yourself and just seeing how magnificent you look.
Yes.
But with me, as always here in the booth, I don't actually think I could actually mirror him, because the gravitational forces around him, due to his weight, would bend the light
Yes.
in a way that would make me look unflattering, and we can't have that.
No, bad for business.
I'd like to welcome you to Horatio Zinn, maybe the Horatio Zinn experience.
That's good. Yes, you're getting ahead of promoting my event. I try to leave this behind on every planet. Every hotel room, I call whatever debris I leave behind the Horatio Zinn experience. So that many hotel maids, people at restaurants, others, like here, of course, they've had the Horatio Zinn experience many times.
It's like you're leaving a trail of your travels through the universe, so if you wanted to find your way back, you could.
Yes, that's it. It's my life is about breadcrumbs.
And sauces. Don't forget the sauce.
And sauces. Well, the sauces, unfortunately, they dry up eventually. But if you leave like a napkin, perhaps crumbs, things like actual literal crumbs, there's a better chance of them still being there.
But that sounds like good planning to me, Horatio.
I can't help it.
Against Schenectacus's mantra?
Well, the further away I get from my planet, sometimes the more organized things seem. I don't understand it. But it happens.
Well, there is a cure for that.
Oh, really? What is that?
A visit home.
Oh, I don't know. If I went there, I might not find my way off again. And I do enjoy it here so much more, because
This is true.
because with the doors the door that says restroom is actually a restroom. It's not something totally different. You don't find it going into a roller rink or something like that.
That's true.
Although that would be interesting, a restroom with a roller rink in it would be interesting.
Definitely a good thought. More exposure to organization has, I think, had a positive effect.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But you know what's a positive effect?
Oh, we have a guest.
Yes. The fact that we have a guest again. Someone has decided to join us in the booth today,
How nice.
so we can learn about them, maybe where they're from. I don't know.
This is exciting. We won't know till we try, Trellis. We won't know till we venture forth.
Let's welcome our guest to the booth. Welcome in. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, thanks for giving me a spot to settle down for a little bit. My name's Ripple.
Ripple.
Yeah.
Ripple,
What a,
nice
what
to
a
meet you, Ripple.
distinguished name. What a distinguished
Oh,
name.
thank you.
Oh, is that royalty of some kind? It sounds like the name.
No, it's more of like a nickname. Where I come from, we don't really have verbal out loud names, and we are thus named by our actions.
Oh, and you Ripple. Oh, no verbal out loud names. I have to write that
Yes, I come from a long line of the Intermittent Actuators of Time, or as most people around all the planets refer to us as butterflies.
I noticed the wings. It's a very grand design on them.
Oh, thank you.
Very grand.
I grew them myself.
Oh, nice.
Does everyone on your world have wings, or is it just you?
I wouldn't say that I'm from a world. My fellow Intermittent Actuators of Time and I are more universal than anything, and we show up where we show up, flitting about on the stars and the emptiness until we hit a big ball of stuff.
Oh.
and we mess around with it.
Now, does this have anything to do with possibly not being able to pay rent?
Money's not a thing for us, you know. It's like, it's not about can or can't pay rent. It's about why bother when you can just go and do.
Oh, that's lovely.
They say time is money, and as you are, you said actuator of time? Intermittent
Actuator
Actuator of time.
of time.
of time.
That one's gonna cost you. Flit!
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Something just changed in your life.
Oh, no,
buddy
what
boy.
is it? What is it?
Uh-oh.
20.
What?
Oh, you only have 22.
I have a wrinkle. There's a wrinkle.
Oh.
There's a wrinkle on my cheek.
Sometimes it's small, sometimes it's big.
Oh. You just gave me a literal wrinkle in time.
You're welcome, and
Thanks.
screw you.
That's lovely.
Whichever way it feels for you. It doesn't matter to me. I do what I do.
It feels horrible. It feels horrible. That's.
Well,
I'm just going to stare at it now. It's just staring at it here on your face.
I think I'm a little hurt.
No.
you know, that's the benefit and the downfall of the gifts that I have, we have, is we make things happen, and it's not always in our control what happens. It's just we make things happen, and we find out what they are. That's part of the reason I'm here. I'd like to spew around through time and see what's happened with the stuff I've done.
So did you just wind up here, or did you didn't come here by choice or by plan?
Oh, I came here by choice. Yes,
Oh,
I
okay,
came here
yes,
by
yes.
choice.
Were you hungry?
Oh, not really. I just like it for the time traveling effect of.
Oh,
it gets me from place to place quicker and easier to see
very practical.
the effects that I have on things.
On the balance, would you say you've had more positive effects or negative effects? Where did my wrinkle tip the scales?
It's tough to say, you know. It's like it all depends on you from now on. That's why I like to go check things out, because you have a wrinkle, and it was up to you to decide whether it was a good or a bad thing. It's up
Bad.
to you to decide what it does. So it could be,
Definitely bad.
I got this wrinkle. I'm distinguished, and I like it. But it also could be up to you to be like, I've got a wrinkle. I should take better care of my skin and moisturize.
That one.
And in the long term,
Definitely
that
that
becomes a
one.
good thing.
Definitely the second half of that equation.
Going back to a time, Trellis, once upon a time, he did have a battle scar added to his face with plastic surgery.
I was going through an edgy phase. I wanted to look a little tougher.
It did not quite have the effect he thought it would.
No.
It did not attract what he thought it would attract.
It's not lost on me how, judging by your facade,
Yes.
how difficult having a wrinkle show up on you is.
Yes. Very noticeable.
To be nice.
Did you know it was going to be a wrinkle?
No, I didn't know, but I just wanted to kind of toot my own horn that the canvas I was dealing with is not one that's prone to the gift that was given. So I'm pretty good.
Very well put. Very well.
No, that was
pretty
more than a
good.
toot. That was a blast.
That's how I work.
Took a chip out. That's a chisel and just.
I noticed nothing seems to have happened to Horatio, and I just find that patently unfair.
Well,
Did he just absorb it?
It wasn't for him. It was for you. So,
Oh, see, Charles, it was a special gift for you,
yes.
and I did not get any of the blow off, or what do you call it?
yeah.
Blowback.
Blowback. Yes, thank you. The blowback.
Or a ripple. I absorbed the whole ripple. The ripple, you see
The
water.
whole ripple effect.
Yes.
The ripple
Yes.
effect.
You see ripples happen in water, and they kind of, even if there's an object, they go around it and the ripple continues. But apparently not in this case.
No, not in this case. The ripple happened on your face and stopped right there.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
We
my face
also, you might, just like we said, things are good and things are bad depending on what happens. And if things get too good, then we like to balance it out. If things get too bad, we like to balance it out.
Very good.
So you work in concert. It's not just you all on your individual basis flittering around the universe.
Yes. We have not touched Horatio or his family since my ancestor Blast, oddly enough,
Last.
rippled his way through Horatio's father's house.
Oh, so you're the one who made Papa go to the kitchen.
Yes.
I was very young when it happened, so
I too was not even
Adorable.
alive. I said it's what my ancestors was responsible for that, but through our lore, it's been passed down like chill out on Horatio's family, essentially what it breaks down to.
Oh, you're famous.
Well, thank you to your people, to the intermittent aquatars of time.
Aquatars.
The intermittent
Aquatars?
The intermittent actuators of time. It's
actuated. It helps if I spell things correctly.
You can say butterfly. It works.
Butterfly. What did you say? Butterfly.
Butterfly's easier for everyone else, but
now I noticed on the menu the previous week they had a butternut butterfly squash.
I'm sorry.
Yes, butternut butterfly squash.
Well, excuse me for a second. I must go back to the kitchen.
Oh,
quick.
No,
okay.
it's going to be a change.
Oh, I don't know if Beth's the head chef is going to read.
Oh no, she won't.
Okay.
He's back.
Oh.
He's back.
He made it back.
All taken care of.
What'd you do?
Oh, nothing much. Just little flit here, little flit there.
Ooh, because we've spoken with Beth, the head chef, and like normally when people just go in unannounced without permission, she's chopping heads off.
I'm not people.
That's true.
Oh, that's a very good point.
That is a good
point.
point.
I noticed. I was looking at the menu here, and I noticed it's now there's a butternut bug bladder beast. There's no butterflies.
Oh, interesting.
How strange.
Well, that's nice. Nice to hear about what's on the menu.
We witnessed a ripple.
Oh, that's exciting. That's exciting.
That is some amazing power.
That is. To get Beth to change the menu, that is incredible power.
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
Who's to say Beth's even back there?
Oh.
Oh no. That would upset the balance. Oh no.
I know one thing. The menu didn't say butternut Beth, so
No.
at least we're good on that point. I hope.
Yes.
This is just amazing. But like Horatio.
Yes.
Now Horatio has a lot of girth and rolls, as you
know.
Probably.
Yes.
As you could probably tell, Ripple.
Yes.
They don't ripple, but they do jiggle.
Undulate. I like to refer to it as undulation.
Okay, undulate.
Which is also the name of the dance troupe I was in.
Yes, Horatio was in a.
You're welcome.
Oh. Well, you were responsible. Thank you. That was wonderful.
In our youth, everyone, all the intermittent actuators of time are part of a universal karma initiative to help balance out those who have been over gifted.
I guess over gifted, too
other.
talented, or just overweight, I suppose.
Or just just like if we've been tampering and it goes too far one way, we try to balance it out. So, like we said with your father, that was a bit much. And again, we just sent him to the kitchen. What he did from there was his doing, but it turned out bad.
What you may not have been aware of is that with the band planning on Schenectacus, it turns out the kitchen was probably on the other side of the planet, not even attached to the house, and so the journey of 1,000 miles to the kitchen, begins with one ripple, apparently.
Yes, and the need for a beer. He wanted a beer.
Yes.
If only I had gone to get the beer for Papa, Papa might not have gone bye-bye to the kitchen.
Oh, don't blame yourself.
All right.
That was quick. Wait.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to take a chance on some other kind of ripple effect happening because I was trying too hard to resist.
Now, Ripple, you mentioned youth. Now, and you said you grew your wings yourself. Like, what are you all doing? What are all the butterflies doing before they are, have their wings?
Yes.
What's going on? Is it some sort of training for all of this?
A larval state of some kind.
Oh no, barely any training. Barely any training. It's all fairly instinctual and sort of in our DNA.
Yes.
Our parents, our ancestors flit about the universe here and there. Typically they'll find a nice little planet or asteroid or some sort of solid surface to lay some eggs on. We're born from there. We eat whatever's there. If it's a planet filled with delicious fauna, yum, we'll eat that to get nutrients and grow. If it's an asteroid filled with scant any resources, not a problem to us. We'll still eat the asteroid. I'd say a good half of the craters you see in an asteroid is actually just holes. Us eating to get our wings.
Do you have like a giant scoop you use to make craters, or something like a big ice cream scoop or something like that?
We don't have a scoop, but our mouths, when we are in that pupal state, are pretty much shaped like a scoop. So
how wonderful! I would love to be able to do that.
It's very convenient.
You're being able to adapt according to, so you can eat whatever is available. That just sounds wonderful. Because there have been situations where I was in a place where there was something I would not eat or could not eat, and I blocked out a lot of it because it was very painful.
I was about to say, I've never heard these stories. Apparently, you were blocking it out quite well.
No, I once ate something that disagreed with me. It was a small troll.
And it said it didn't. Don't eat me. Don't eat me.
Yes, and I ate it. And
Yes.
Yes.
That can happen from time to time.
It got out eventually. I won't talk about how, but it got out.
I don't think I want to hear, to be
Violent.
perfectly honest.
Very
That's-
violent.
oh.
Blamo. It took a while for Blamo to clean it up. I will say that much.
Wait, that happened here?
Yes, you didn't know about that?
No. Where was I?
I knew it.
Oh, well, it did. I did it. It was not in the booth. I went to the
Well,
buffet.
clearly-
They had I thought the troll was on the buffet, but it was really actually standing on the buffet in order to.
You ate
to
a
reach.
diner.
I ate a diner.
Did you eat another diner?
Yeah,
oh my!
I did. And then I went and immediately. I knew there was a problem and there was a battle going on in my stomach, and I with Blamo. Yes. So yes.
Now, Ripple, that makes me sound like there was a flit that affected that poor troll.
Who can say? I mean, I can say I did know about this happening.
You did?
And but I'm also here a lot. I come here, like I said, I like to hop and skip through time, and this is an easy way to do it. So I'm surprised you haven't heard about it.
I know.
It's,
You kept it on the down low in the DL there.
it's legend and lore where we come from.
Oh, the traveling it through Millyways or Horatio eating a troll?
Yeah, Horatio eating a troll. Yeah.
Oh,
There are legends of that. Have you had like books?
tales.
Not that far. It's all passed down. It's all passed down.
Oh,
I mean, I don't care.
So
I don't
it's not-
carry.
So there's no chance of there being like a musical or an opera about this.
There might be, but not from us.
I think you're gonna have to, fund and create this musical yourself, Horatio.
The finale will be messy. That's all I know. Is the finale will be very messy, filthy.
I love a good messy ending.
Well, you're gonna get one with this one. Oh. But the troll survived. Spoiler.
The troll survived.
Yes,
did?
The troll survived somehow. Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Well, not as much of a messy ending as
we
Beth
hope
had.
Okay.
That's-
Oh no, it's still pretty messy. It's still the troll itself is still cleaning things out of it, all the orifice, nose, ears. They didn't get
is
it.
that how you say that? Orify?
Or if there's more than one, yes.
Oh,
if there's more than
interesting.
one, yes. Yeah.
I do like to learn.
Oh, that's what. And so there are things you don't know. It seems like is intermittent actuator of time or butterfly. See how I got that correct
Yes.
this time?
Show off.
That you would know all. That you would know all, or something like that.
Oh no! We just have a very powerful power to alter the way things are and will be, but that doesn't mean that I've been learning.
No. What's the point of that? What's the point of that?
I do like to learn, but I
No.
don't know everything. I'm not omnipotent.
Would you classify that as just like you have a lot of knowledge but just not much wisdom?
Boy, I wouldn't even know how to go about that. I wouldn't even say I have a lot of knowledge. I just say I enjoy it. I like knowing about things. So like knowing that it's orify is going to probably stick with me, and I'll probably use it at some point.
Trying to impress the other butterflies when you run into them?
Try to impress the other butterflies, but also like if I meet someone and I say that and they're like, "Oh, orify," then it's like, okay, easy,
Yes.
easy target. Let's make this person pay.
Oh no! Did I set myself up?
No. You gave me knowledge. I'm talking about people who are like, if you were to be like, oh, wow, look outside, the stars are especially bright today, and someone's like,
yes.
especially, then it's like, okay, something's gonna get changed.
That's good. That sounds right to me.
I think condescension is deserving of a good flit and a ripple.
I think so. Although we have to be careful because it has happened in this booth. Actually, it's more sarcasm. Sorry, it's more sarcasm than condescension.
I would
It's
say.
just right in your face saying.
Oh, that's
saying
different.
screw
Yeah,
you.
that's different.
As opposed to condescension is saying you don't know that I'm saying screw.
Right.
the way I'm
Exactly.
Yes.
Because you're too stupid.
You mentioned that eggs get laid when you're born and everything. That makes me think. Do you have some siblings?
Oh, thousands.
Thousands,
But we're. I wouldn't say, from what I've seen of other species, I wouldn't say we're a tight knit family. We're kind of like I'm aware that you're around. and we share resources, and then it's kind of like we're called to the space. We're called to travel, and we all just head our separate direction.
Who knows what that direction is?
Yes.
I mean, flitting doesn't really favor a straight line.
A flit just kind of has a, and you're gone. And
Oh, never.
that wasn't a good sound for it.
Yeah. You flit your wings and you leave a ripple in time, and then you make your way to whatever shiny thing is closest. Check it out.
What's been your most interesting effect from a flit?
Interesting effect. Well, I am a bit, I'd say in the grand spectrum of things, I lean spite.
No, just spiteful.
Just spitefulness.
Just spiteful. Like what happened to Beth isn't on my favorite scale, but with people, one of my favorites is like someone's favorite shirt. The sleeves didn't fit right anymore.
Oh, they don't know why.
They put it on and it's like, what? The sleeves all of a sudden go all the way down to the elbows of the for a typical two-armed species, or like they're too tight. The neck hole is too tight, and it's like,
right.
I can't wear this
that's
anymore.
devious.
Like little things like that.
Have you ever put something in someone's shoe, like a little pebble or something, and there's no way they can find it? No matter how they take the shoe off and the sock off, they still can put it on, still there poking the foot. You ever do that?
It's kind of like old school, you know.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm new to this.
Yeah, that's okay. That's like a good classic one, you know, like rocking the shoe. That's like pretty much like first time spite moves if you want to do those. But
Training wheel kind of maneuvers. Yes.
we're basically responsible for any time that you can't find something that's in the freezer. That's usually us. And any time that you can't find something that's in your hand, that's like a good one, because it's like low damage, and low damage as far as like you find the thing, but like a higher level of like, boy, you feel dumb after you realize it's been in your hand.
Do you put glasses on the top of people's heads a lot?
Oh yeah, I love that one.
Oh, glass. That would be a classic.
Yeah.
Or a pencil on the top of someone's ear.
Oh yeah. Anything where it's like it's right around you, but you don't even know it, and the frustration is what like it fuels me, you know.
Or the asparagus up the nose. That must be a classic. Because sometimes, where's my asparagus? It's like, it's up your nose. Oh, of course that's where it is.
Yeah, that's a universal classic. Like everyone missing their asparagus and wondering where it is.
Some things translate across all cultures, you know?
Yes, totally.
Asparagus that way, yes.
Now, I noticed you're not small, but you're not large.
Yes, just right.
Have you ever had to deal with, kids trying to pull your wings off? They're horrible, of course, obviously. How do you defend yourself other than the flit? I mean, if you have to sleep at some point, right? And then, you're just, again, the wings are gorgeous, so I could see
wonderful,
you
wonderful,
attracting
wings.
wanted and both unwanted attention.
Depends on the kid. It never gets that far. Like I'm pretty good at seeing that stuff coming, and then those pants wetters are kids who are just trying to come after us. So something more important happens to them to make them stop, or
Are you outside of the effects of the ripples that you cause, or the flits?
Oh,
of course, yeah.
Oh, okay.
doesn't affect you at all.
Well, it's hard to say, Now that you mention it, it's really hard to say. It's like I don't know if I'm outside the effects, or if I'm so aware of them that they don't. Like, I can tell when an effect is happening, and I can affect the effect. So if it's something disastrous, I could affect my way out of it. But I think for the most part, like everyone of my species that I know, we just like roll with it.
Okay. I was just wondering if there was, is there any bad blood between any of you and the other butterflies? Do there are any wars?
Oh, butterfly wars.
Yeah, flit wars and
Flit wars.
trying to cause some damage, destruction.
Like I said, we're not a hang around and do stuff. Like we're not built for populating a world and fighting over land, and the universe is our oyster. So there's no it's not like, oh, you gotta get out of our part of the universe. It's like we just go.
You just are.
And we drink and we like to get wasted.
I like that.
Yes. No real responsibility. So why not?
Oh no.
No But you get the calling at some point, and you just want to drink and Belgium, and you got to make those eggs.
Yes, I believe it. I believe it.
Drinking and Belgiuming, yes.
I mean, I could also see, like, does that lead into any, like, just juvenile flitting? Like, you're all drunk and everything. You're like, hey, watch this. I'm flapping my wings. Oh, what did that do? I don't know.
I'd say it's less performative and less like, oh, goodness, I'm so wasted. Because we don't take a little sip of something that's not even fermented fruit and be like, look at me, I'm pretending. We get tanked.
Totally committed to it. Totally committed to the inebriation.
There's something in us that's not like, I'm not sure if I want to drink this or not. We are wasted, and
Hardcore.
We hook up, and we make eggs, and we find places to put them, and then we go about our business.
Where would you put an egg? That's a good question. It
just depends where we are. Are we wasted in space? Put it on that asteroid. Are we wasted in space? Put it on that ship. Are we wasted on a planet? Put it wherever we are. You know, it's like what am I by? That's where.
Are
it's
you
going.
in a booth at Millyways? What about the fold? Those folds within Horatio's belly.
Oh, exactly. If there was another butterfly here,
that's true.
You would see. I would get called to it, and I would start getting wasted, and probably just based off of what I'm surveying around here, Horatio's beard is the best place to put some eggs.
I have had things nest in my beard. It would not be the first time. It would not be the first time.
I'm a little disappointed now, actually. I was going to ask you which of us you thought would make the better host.
Oh, easy, Horatio.
Trellis, just look at us. Which one do you think would be a better host? With you, there's like these sharp angles, and eggs would just slide off into their. I assume eggs can die.
Well, do they want to be at a cheap motel, or do they want to be at a 5-star resort?
It's
5-star resort.
Comfort. It's about comfort.
Hello, right here.
I want to be at a 5-star resort. Horatio.
That's me.
You would rather your eggs be balanced
great.
precariously on Horatio, on Trellis's face.
Well, not now. I got a wrinkle. They could all sit in there.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
No, that wrinkle wouldn't hold one egg. Not a single egg. I could make you a more hospitable egg environment if you want.
Oh, watch out, Trellis. Watch out, Trellis. He may do something that you're going to have to spend a lot of credits to undo back on Glandar.
I'm good with the wrinkle. I'm good. I'm just one wrinkle. I have to get that stretched out at some point as well. But I'm just saying, Horatio's the only place to lay an egg.
He just wants to be a caregiver in some ways, a loving caregiver, but he doesn't want to commit to it. Doesn't want to commit to being comforting and welcoming about it.
Oh, I see.
He just wants the ad. It's kind of like the mother who has the child as a trophy to carry around and show off, and then gets home, just hands them off to the nanny.
I figure if I raise them, I can harness their powers for myself.
You would want to raise my eggs.
Sure, and if
you wish. There's no way they would even be around. There's no way. And also, even if they would be around, I'm calling it like I see it, Trellis. I don't think you would be around for them. Like, I feel like you want to have your cake and eat it too, and you want to be the bachelor and the father until the fathering comes around.
Yes.
I want my butterflies and my flits too.
This is kind of pissing me off. I think this one's going to cost you later.
Uh-oh.
I bet it will. Maybe another scar, possibly one he doesn't even know is. Who
knows? Even though it's hypothetical, I feel like my children are threatened.
I think a bald spot. He wouldn't even know it was there for a long time.
Is the instinct to protect your eggs fierce? Because that's what I'm getting.
Now it's more fierce than I thought it would be.
Well,
maybe it's just because I'm been sitting too long idly and
kind of bowed up.
Yeah, I feel like I got a lot of spite out of my system dealing with the chef, but something's still in there.
Trellis has a talent for engendering spite.
I do. I really do.
Okay, then that's probably what it is.
It's just a competitive edge. It's the whole need to be competitive.
Very on brand for me.
Yes.
But maybe you're having that. You're actually sensing that protective instinct because you're not just completely wasted like normal when you're making eggs.
Oh, that's true.
That's very good. That's a good point.
You're out of the normal context when you'd be thinking about them because we're probing. Yeah. We're getting down to the details.
We are never sober when the eggs are getting laid, and we're never around to even know where they were. So that's.
I was wondering how that worked.
Is that because you might possibly eat them? Is there any of that sort of thing, like where another butterfly laid its eggs and you eat them because it's a competition.
Oh.
Are you insane, Trellis? I would not eat my eggs.
Trellis.
I'm just asking.
Think.
I feel like maybe you will get some eggs, Trellis, and I feel like they're going to be in every orify that you have.
Yeah, it's just stuffing them in there.
Learn it and use it.
Egg orify. Let's see if you get. Do they have a procedure for that on Glandar? Removal of egg orify?
Probably. I would hope so. I mean,
Good luck.
are they not removable? They don't kill the host, do they?
Well, I don't know.
One way to find out.
I have
fellas.
mentioned that wherever we're laid is what we eat to get bigger. So I have yet
Wow.
to lay eggs in another.
You might want to go lie down in the buffet.
After all my surgeries, I'm not sure there's an edible part of me actually available, to be honest.
No real meat.
A lot
in
of
there,
plastic.
really.
Yeah, no real meat. But Horatio, this should worry you because I gotta believe those eggs are gonna hatch and go to town on you, and they're not even. You said they just leave and you go off and flit around. Look at him.
That's true.
Why would you leave that? Why would you leave all of that food?
I have a plan.
It's not about the food. Once we get our wings, it's not about the food anymore. The food's just to get to the wings.
Oh.
And there's enough in Horatio's beard alone to like satisfy a good 2,000-3,000 eggs.
I was going to say, otherwise I would just go sort of bury Trellis in the buffet till they hatch, and then they could just feed on whatever's in the buffet.
That sounds like a deal.
I think
Maybe
it's wonderful. It's all you can eat.
It would
It's all you
confuse
can
them.
eat.
That's true.
Yes.
Well,
Now, you said you would eat anything. It's whatever's there. But if you have the choice, what do you prefer to eat?
Yes.
gosh, I don't know. It's been so long since I've actually eaten anything with any thought. Like it's just
Natural reflex.
once we get out there.
Oh my.
I can't even think of the last time I've eaten anything, really. I think I just sort of survive on space.
That makes sense. So what about the alcohol? You said you get wasted on this. Is it
yeah,
alcohol?
baby.
Is it what do you get wasted on? I'm surprised we haven't asked about that because we enjoy substances.
Just pure fermented fruit, baby. If there's pure fermented fruit, woo, and something about the smell of it, like I tell you what, there is no fermented fruit here. There's no fruit here. Whatever they're trying to pawn off as fruit is not actual fruit.
Oh,
This stuff
really?
won't
Oh really?
ferment. Yeah, I can tell it with my. I can sense these things, and this is the reason that that nothing's happening here for me on the sexual level is there's no love bait here.
Oh.
Right. No love mate and no fermented fruit.
Have you ever had a blind date?
Every date's a blind date because you can't see because you're blackout drunk.
Oh, so you get drunk before it. I see. It's not like you're in a bar or something and then you meet someone and you both get wasted
And then you get drunk. So you're drunk before you even see them.
You see them, but you're not focused on them because it's like there's like a bubbling call to go just get that yummy fermented fruit, and everyone shows up, and then you get wasted, and then next thing you know, you're a mother, you're a father, what have you. You're just, but it's like
Isn't that the way?
oh, it is the way. Man, this is
That-
making me like now I want to go back to that experience. You know, I might get out of here. I got to get to somewhere with some fruit and somewhere with some loving.
So you notice that there's definitely no other butterflies in here.
No, there's no fruit. There's nothing calling. The only reason I'm here is to see the effects of what I've done. But Daddy needs some sugar.
Yes. Well, I hope you get some sugar.
You could take a look at the dessert menu. I don't know. You said there's nothing fruity on there, but
Garbage. How do you need to look? I can tell. I can smell it.
Oh, I think they have a the John Bon Jovi is it's like a cherry tort kind of thing.
yes, there's a
They have
tort-like
different
dessert.
flavors, different kind of I quote unquote fruit. I air quote the fruit.
Yes, exactly. It's not fruit. If it's not fruit, it's not going to ferment. And if it's not going to ferment, it's not going to get Daddy some sugar.
Wasted sugar at that point, just wasted from it.
Well,
This is messed up. I'm horny as hell. I got to get out of here.
I can tell.
Ripple is getting antsy. Those wings are starting to flap a lot more, and he's
Who knows what kind of changes have taken place?
bouncing around on the edge of the table there, getting ready to flit off here. Does every flit cause a ripple?
Oh no! Just we got to get around. That's like
because I was worried when you do head on out here, I don't want any unintended consequences just from you leaving.
Oh no, it'll all be intended.
Oh, okay.
So it's not like I need to go run down to the store, corner store for some milk, and you cause lots of problems.
No, it's not, and it's not like if you have to go to the bathroom real bad or something. You're like, I gotta go to the bathroom. This is gonna cause chaos for everybody. You have to get around. You have to get around.
Oh, good. It's like I think a certain degree of practicality. I think it's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to go on a limb there, but say that.
But a lot of the times when I'm just getting around, I am doing it on purpose to affect things. It doesn't. I'm in control.
Gives you an extra impetus to actually maybe do something with your day. Like instead of just lying around in bed all day, it's like,
oh yeah.
Yes. That's wonderful.
Exactly. That's fantastic.
Get some fruit.
All right. Well, we don't want to hold you up.
No, you're obviously raring to go.
Clearly, you are about as horny a being as I think I've ever seen. Like, as this has gone on and you've been talking about it, the colors in your wings have intensified. And
that's a bad side.
Frankly, it's scaring me. And
okay.
I don't want I don't want to get mistaken for anything.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh
yeah.
man.
No doubt.
Ripples, thirsty.
There's some ripples that want to get out.
Horatio, what do you think we ought to go with for the entry then here?
Oh, let's see. Flitting. Oh no, ripples flitting in time. That's not wonderful. Flitting in time.
Ripples and fermented fruit. It's coming to mind here.
Stop saying fermented flute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What about a fermented flute?
How about just Daddy needs some sugar?
Oh, Daddy needs sugar. Ripple, Daddy, type that in.
Daddy needs some sugar. I'm going with that because I can't.
Daddy thirsty.
We can't afford to wait too long here.
No, type that
Daddy
in.
needs some sugar. Submit. All right, that's in. Perfect. Ripple. Thank you so much. I do not want to hold you back because, seriously, you're kind of gyrating.
Yes, this is good.
Really worrying me. And I don't want any unintended consequences or intended consequences.
Pulsating.
God, I gotta go get some fruit.
Thank you for joining us for Hitchhikers and Appetizers. And of course, special thanks goes to our guest, Ripple. I have been Trellis Gardeen.
And I continue to be Horatio Zinn. Until next time, keep your towels clean. And if you decide to safeguard that cute alien visiting you, don't be surprised when you become mentally and physically bonded to them. So don't panic. Everything you heard in this episode was improvised, but not everything improvised was heard. This episode of Hitchhikers and Appetizers featured the voice talents of Mike Gorgone as Trellis Gardeen, Bran Peacock as Horatio Zinn, and Rance Rizzuto as Ripple. Finally, Hitchhikers and Appetizers is part of the Improv in Action Network. Check out other great improvised podcasts and projects at improvinaction.com. If you'd like to reach out to Trellis or Horatio, you can send electronic messages to them at our Galaxy address, hitchappspodcast@gmail.com. Or you can find them on Twitter with the handle hitchapps.
And before you go, we here at Hitchhikers and Appetizers would like to announce that we're now a featured podcast on Newsly. Newsly is an all-in-one audio super app for iOS and Android. It picks up the most trending articles on the web on topics you choose at any given moment and reads them to you in a natural human voice. For the first time ever, the entire web becomes listenable, all in one place. Browse articles from topics you choose and start playing. Stop scrolling, start listening. You can follow any topic as specific as you like, from sports, tech, business, science, Bitcoin, or even the Kardashians. We here at Hitchhikers and Appetizers won't judge you, to your face at least. Newsly will find you the latest articles and read them to you aloud. And they have podcasts as well. Explore trending podcasts from over 80 countries. As mentioned earlier, our podcast is there too. I started using it as my default podcast app. They even have digital radio. Download and use Newsly for free now from www.newsly.me or from the link in this episode's description, and use the promo code ZERS, Z-E-R-S, to receive a 1-month free premium subscription. 1 month is better than no months, I always say, and I'm Trellis Gardeen.
Shut up and sit down.